One we were able to go live to bright and early this morning with Brandon Lawrence.
Yeah, Des Moines Boat and Sports Show is in town, putting your mind in the world of warmer thoughts and fun things to do this spring and summer. And the one thing that's really cool about having events like this in town, Jackie, is it brings people in from all over the country. And we have a gentleman joining us right now. Randy Tagg is here. He's the owner of Lake Viking Marine. You are up in Des Moines from down in Missouri. Is it Missouri or Missouri?
Missouri.
Missouri. And first of all, welcome to town.
Well, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Well, the great thing about a show like this is, as Lou said, you're exposed to so many other people, experts, and you really get to see what's out there in 2018. So what gets you excited about coming to a show like this in Des Moines? Because you've been doing it for over 20 years, over 25 years.
Yeah. So we love coming to the Des Moines area. It's, you know, the people we get to deal with are great. And as I said, we travel all over. We're from Topeka to Kansas City to Des Moines, and the people you meet in each town, it's great.
Okay, tell us a little bit about where your marina is located, because this is not too far away from Des Moines. This is an easy drive.
It really is. It's a nice drive. So straight down I-35. We're just across the border. If you get in your car now from downtown Des Moines area, you'll be in our parking lot in 2 hours. We're just about 2 miles off the interstate. Nice paved roads. It's a 680-acre private lake. A nice getaway. We've got a ton of families from here in Des Moines that have vacation homes there.
Yeah,
oh, really?
That's their escape area.
Wow.
Because it's just far enough away to get you away from the city, but not too far away where you'd be back home before you know it.
Right. So easy commute.
Wonderful. And with these chillier temperatures, we're trying to think of warmer times when we can get a boat in the water and go enjoy beautiful pictures like you're showing us here this morning. So what can we see if we're heading out to the boat show over at the Iowa State Fairgrounds? What are you able to offer us this weekend?
So what we brought this year, we brought Cobalt boats. Cobalt is the premier runabout in the industry today. So they basically equate in the car industry to BMW.
Oh, really?
Mercedes. They're the high end of the
industry.
industry.
Higher end ones.
We brought a 20-foot boat, which is Cobalt's smallest boat. We also brought a 30-foot boat. So we've got everything from, you know, something to get your family started in the industry to a $250,000 boat.
Now, what type of boats are we talking about? Are these pleasure boats? Are these fishing type boats? What type of boats are Cobalts?
It's a pleasure boat. It's what they call a family runabout or a stern drive. So, you know, it's something that if you want to get the kids involved in water sports, get the family out, you can do it. If you just want to put something on the water to go cruise up and down the lake and never get in the water, you can do it. Just a comfortable family boat.
What are some of the amenities that are on these Cobalt boats? What are some of the things that separate them from the others?
Boy, so I don't know that you can describe any one unique feature. It's an accumulation of a lot of small things that make them unique. You know, some of the technologies in the marine industry have changed dramatically, and I think that's some of the key features that we can really see that are making boating easier. And that's a great thing about our industry, is that they're learning that we need to make this easy and customer friendly. And, you know, we've got, you know, things for people in boats that makes it a little bit intimidating is docking. So nobody wants to be embarrassed when they're on the water, especially not in front of their friends and their family. You know, you're out there to have fun, and we don't want anybody to be nervous or really worried or just say, hey, I don't want to do that. So, you know, we've got a boat at the show with twin engines, and it's got a joystick control. So if you can move a joystick, you can dock the boat, because the boat will go exactly where you point the stick. It'll go sideways, backward,
I never knew
forward.
it was that advanced.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going from self-driving cars to now joystick boats, making it very easy for the consumer, as you said, to be out on the water.
Yes.
Which is wonderful to hear. And a lot of people, they like to see the boats up close and personal. But if you're one of those that's saying, you know what, I've just always wanted to own a boat, but I really don't know what I'm looking for or what to ask, what would you say to that consumer so they know the right questions to ask of what they're looking for?
Well, first they need to identify what they really want to do. If they're going to use the boat to, you know, go out and have fun with the grandkids, or to take their teenagers tubing or wakeboarding or skiing, or if they want something just to get on the water to go out and relax and you know, cruise at 5 miles an hour, they need to identify what they're going to do.
So what would be the difference? I'm glad you said that. Let's stop right there. What would you have a difference between having a guy that wanted to go out with his family and get involved with tubing? Or water skiing, as opposed to somebody that just wants to go out and just cruise?
Okay.
What would you tell them is different? What would you tell the tuber?
So what you want to make sure of is that, you know, the unfortunate thing in every industry is that there are There are people that try to sell purely on price, and we get people confused and in wrong boats because of that. Because the guy that wants to go out and go tubing, can do it in a boat that doesn't have to have maximum horsepower if he's just looking for tubing. So what we try to do is get people in the right horsepower units, whether it's a pontoon or a cobalt boat, because that is the biggest driver of cost. So if you got somebody that wants to just go out and cruise and get the family in it, you don't have to have as large of an engine. So you can do it in a beautiful boat with a smaller motor and save some money. But we also don't want to undersell somebody that wants to get the whole family in the boat and go out and have fun with everybody. You might have to spend a little bit more money to get what you want.
Right. Well, I love hearing you say that because you sound like a company where people can go to and they can trust what you're going to sell them, as opposed to just, this is the big one you need in your family. You're going to sell the boat that they absolutely need in their life.
We're very lucky. But the fact that we're on the water gives us the ability to test drive every boat.
How nice is that?
We keep between 14 and 19 boats in the water all the time.
So when people come over to your place, you can say, well, here's one type of boat, want to go for a ride. You can take them for a ride.
Yeah. So
that's perfect.
A true test ride. I like
right.
that.
So we also sell pontoon boats. We sell Manitou pontoons. They're great pontoons. But we get a lot of families that are in that decision like you
that's
brought
the
up.
thing, kind of boat we would have, Jackie. It'd be a pontoon boat.
Probably in my stage of life, probably.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and we get the folks, we get the husband and wife that, hey, we want to do this. No, we don't. We want to do this. Okay. So it gives us the opportunity to really kind of fine tune what people are looking for, because in the end, we're not doing this to sell boats. I mean, okay, we are. But
full disclosure, he's trying to sell boats, folks.
Yeah.
Okay.
For long term, I mean, we're trying to get people in the right boats. Okay. We want to keep people in our industry. Okay. If we put you in the wrong boat where you're not comfortable and you're not happy, you're not going to stay in our industry. Okay. I'm not in this short term. This has been my life. I don't expect to do anything else. We want to continue the boating, and we want to keep grandparents teaching their grandkids how to water ski, keep those fun things, because we do a lot of mundane junk in our lives, so you'll never remember from day to day. But, it's those little things that you remember, when you make fun of somebody for, oh, I remember him falling off that tube, that was crazy, or hey, I can't believe Grandpa actually got up on water skis. So, it's those little things that you can remember is why we're in the marine industry.
The memorable moments of life.
Exactly. So we try to match people up with what fits what they want to do the best.
Wonderful. All right, now you're going on Lake Viking. You, yourself.
Yep.
What boat are you jumping in?
So I'm a very lucky man. So I can kind of pick and choose what I want to do for the evening. So, but most of the time I'm lucky enough to have 2 kids and now my 3rd grandchild, a 3-week-old grandbaby. But I've got a 4-year-old grandson, which his goal is to learn how to water ski this year. I was 4 when I learned how to water ski.
That's
and
awesome.
He's so excited. So for that, we'll take out probably a 20-foot boat, something easily maneuverable that we can, get him out there and have a little fun with, and keep my daughter, sane, not worrying too much about him out there. So
that's wonderful. Sharing memories with your family and creating them and making sure you're in the right instrument to do so. So go visit Randy and his incredible crew. They're at the boat show.
Where are you at the boat show?
So right in the main gate. If you walk in the front doors on the north side of the building, we're right inside the door.
Lake Viking Marine, just an example of some of the incredible vendors. But this gives you an opportunity to walk around, meet them, and realize what company you want to do business from. And it sounds like, Randy, you have a great one to do a great work with. And I have to admit, I was pretty young and not in Missouri when I learned how to water ski. So you're in the right place. You're with a great company. Go see them at the Des Moines Boat and Sports Show, starting today, this afternoon, and running through the weekend. Randy, great to see you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much for being here. We're going to come over and see how that joystick works.
I know, that sounds really cool.
It's incredible. It really is.
It's 7:39, and we are going to be right back. When we come back, our friends from the Des Moines Community Playhouse in studio.